I did not expect this game to still be popular in 2024 because when you ever hear about World War II zombies, it's like, oh, Treyarch didn't make it, so who cares? Like, it never really got the attention that other zombie modes had in other Call of Duty games, like Black Ops 3, even Infinite Warfare had a lot more buzz than World War II. It felt like this was the forgotten zombies experience. But as soon as I get on, I instantly get into a match with 4 players. And admittedly, I never really played World War II Zombies before I made this video. So I had no idea what the hell I was doing, but all the other teammates seemed to know how to do the Easter egg and all that shit. So I just kind of followed along with them and ended up having a lot of fun. I'd say this is one of the better Call of Duty zombie games, especially compared to recent ones like Vanguard and Modern Warfare 3. It has, if you think of Black Ops 2, 3, 4, they kind of have this colorful, vibrant, cartoony feel to it when you're playing zombies. That's kind of the presentation that those games have. This is more of a dark, gritty, I'm not going to say realistic because it's zombies, but it is more grounded. And it kind of tried to recreate the feel of World at War. I mean, World War II even calls it Nazi zombies, just like World at War, and not just zombies. So, yeah, they were definitely heavily inspired by World at War, as was the rest of the entire game, including campaign and multiplayer. And the overall gameplay isn't that different, I would say, from a Treyarch experience. It has a bit of a different perk system, but so did Black Ops 4, to be fair. Like, the removal of Jug. You don't have Jug in World War II. But the power-ups are mostly the same. And overall, like, if you're a Zombies player, you're very familiar with how this works. You have endless rounds, Easter eggs, pack-a-punch, all that kind of stuff is there. A point system to purchase upgrades and unlock doors and all that. Like, it's everyone's played Zombies before, so you kind of know what this is. I'm not gonna make a whole... I'm not gonna spend the whole time in the video explaining how Zombies works, because you guys already know that. But what I'm trying to get at is that if you love COD Zombies, but you never got to play this before, I think you'll really like this game. I think you'll like the Zombies mode in World War II. The base map is definitely the best map in the entire game, Final Reich. The DLC is also pretty good. I wouldn't say there's a bad map in World War II Zombies. Of the 5 maps, I'd say 3 of them are pretty good. 1 is meh, and this one right here, the one that comes with the base game, is fantastic. I would recommend this especially to somebody who never played this and has hated the recent games like Modern Warfare 3 and Vanguard. When we're talking about zombies, they're the 2 worst zombies experiences in all of Call of Duty history. So it's a good time to go back and play some of the zombie modes that you may have missed and overlooked. But I'd say even if you're a veteran of World War II zombies and you're trying to come back, there seems to be a lot of knowledgeable people that play this game still, that know the map, that understand the Easter eggs, that have an idea of what they're doing. I, unfortunately, was not one of those people in this game, but from my experience, most of the player base has a good head on their shoulders and understands what to do and how to do it. The only thing is that if you're on PC, you're going to have a hard time finding anybody. It seems like the vast majority of the community is on console, so Xbox One and PlayStation 4 is where you're going to have the best luck at finding matches. I played on Xbox One. I assume there's a little bit more people actually playing on the PS4, and you do still have players on the DLC if you want to get the Season Pass. I would say get it for cheap, though, because I think they still charge like $50 for it, full price. I think, honestly, you're probably better off waiting, because it's inevitable at some point in the near future, probably within the next few months, all of the old Call of Duty games and the DLC will become part of Game Pass. So I'd probably just wait for that before I decide to jump ahead and buy DLC. Although if you're on PlayStation, you'll have no choice because PlayStation doesn't have Game Pass. But I was very surprised at how good the Zombies actually was and is. I love the weapons, I love the zombies, I love the map design. Everything is a solid 8, 9 out of 10 at least. It's a great co-op experience if you can find some friends to play with, but even the randoms are pretty cool too that you run into in this game. The only downside to playing this game in 2024 is that there is no crossplay, but considering how awful the crossplay zombie games we do have are, except for Cold War. Cold War is pretty good. One more thing I will say as far as World War II goes, yes, overall I would recommend it. I think it's great. But if you are a new player, I would say that you should probably look up some YouTube tutorials for the Easter eggs. That way you're kind of familiar with what to do instead of relying on someone else to know how to do it for you. You'll be a much better teammate as a result. Maybe play a little bit solo before you go online, because I went straight online and ended up making things a little bit harder for my teammates, and I'm sure they didn't appreciate that. But yeah, really good, underrated zombies mode. You should definitely play in 2024.